Hey guys, how y'all doing? Welcome to episode 6 of Realism Sports Talk. Appreciate all the comments, appreciate all the feedback as we get the show going. It's not a lot of stuff going on in sports, so doing this helps everybody get something off their chest, things they want to talk about, things of that nature. So appreciate all the love and all the followers and everything. We're up to 31 now, so we're moving, keep it going. Start off with some of the comments and feedback y'all came back with. A lot of people were talking about Jameis Winston. And to my shock, a lot of y'all were agreeing with what I was saying. Like, he's going to be the future of the Saints as long as he don't blow it. A lot of y'all agree that he's got talent, da-da-da-da. And I was surprised by that. I didn't think people liked Jameis Winston as much as I did. He chose working with them over the Steelers. I don't blame him. Remember when the Steelers drafted Mason Rudolph? What Ben Roethlisberger say? I ain't here to mentor him. I ain't him. But I bet if he was a woman, he'd probably try to... Nah, I ain't gonna bring that up, Keith. He's come a long way. I ain't gonna dog Roethlisberger no more. I ain't gonna dog him no more. He's come a long way. He's definitely a Hall of Famer now. Speaking of Hall of Famers, the debate's over. It's over. Finito. Finished. No more talk about it. Phillip Rivers, if he died today, Lord, hopefully not, but he's a Hall of Famer. No more ifs, ands, or buts. So no more debates about that, no more questions about that. It's over. He's going to be. Kind of curious to know why nobody brought up the Mike Tyson fights. Nobody brought up the charity fights. What, everybody's scared? Nobody wants to get in the ring with Iron Mike? I know I ain't trying to do it, but it was kind of weird how nobody even talked about it or nothing. So, I don't know. That's probably a good sign, though, that ain't nobody crazy out here, and because they know what it was going to be all about. But we did have a lot of fantasy talk, tons of fantasy talk, which I love. I love fantasy talk. It's probably my favorite thing to talk about nowadays. And I think it was a consensus that old Tommy's boy, Christian McCaffrey. I remember when you first drafted him, Tommy, I was like, man, why you drafting him? He ain't going to be able to run him in the NFL, man. He ain't going to be able to handle it. And I was wrong. 2 championships later, I was wrong. Actually, 3 championships later, because you won my other league, too. Dang. This man's killing. Anyway, yeah, McCaffrey seemed like he was hands down number 1. A couple Camaras came in there. And then somebody said Derrick Henry. I mean, I know he had a strong playoff run and everything, but Derrick Henry? Guess we'll have to wait on that. You never know. Year to year, you never know who'd have thought he'd have done it this year, right? But Alabama running backs, I just can't see it. I'm waiting for Josh Jacobs to fall off, tell you the truth. They just always seem like they hurt me or let me down or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I hate Alabama. No offense, Brandon. But, God, I can't stand Alabama. Anyway, but what about, I mean, it's a passing league. This NFL's a passing league now. Why can't it be a receiver? Who's going to be the number 1 receiver? When is the receiver going to get drafted? Last year, I think we had 1 in the first round. Maybe most drafts was 1 in a 10-team, 12-team 1. I think in a 14-team, I think we had 2. But when does the first receiver come off the board? Who is it? Is it Julio? Is it Michael Thomas? Is it, I don't even know. Who else is out there that would be, is it Juju? I mean, is he return? Is Odell return? I don't know. I'm curious to see what y'all think about that. Is it Gronk? Has Gronk beat that out? Is it one of the boys from Kansas City? Who knows? I'm curious to know where y'all look at that with the receivers and when you would draft your receivers. What round would you take the first one? Speaking of the rounds, I remember last year we were drafting, everybody was talking about take quarterbacks late. Take quarterbacks late because they're everywhere. Now I'm thinking about it this year and I'm like, do you got to move up your process to draft quarterbacks? Because I'm like, you start looking around, you got Patrick Mahomes. I think Tom Brady's going to have a resurgence. Then you start thinking about other people, and you're like, well, are they going to be what they used to be? Are they going to be what they used to be? When do you draft them? What's the separation in first tier, second tier? I think people are going to be, they ain't going to be waiting to the 7th round this year I think they're going to be coming up to about the 4th round. Like Patrick Mahomes might be even 3rd round. Tell you the truth, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, people like that. I bet you they might be 3rd round. But you ain't going to see people jumping up for Cam and Baker Mayfield and all them like they did last year. I remember seeing Baker Mayfield being like the 2nd quarterback take. That ain't happening no more. So I think they're going to flip-flop a lot. I think Dak Prescott's going to be a sleeper for some weird reason. Because I can't stand that mug either. I mean, I like him as a person, but Cowboys. But anyway, enough of that. That's comments that y'all had, different things. Any other comments y'all want to talk about, any other teams, any other sports, put it in the column. Let's talk about it, whatever. I'm going to kick off with some new stuff. Actually, some older new stuff, mixing it all together. Can I just say this? Cam Newton does not fit, in my opinion, with the Patriots. Everybody's trying to give the Patriots a quarterback, and I understand Stidham is Stidham. I understand. We trying to give him Andy Dalton. We trying to. I mean, I'd probably rather see Stidham just try to get better than Andy Dalton. I mean, come on, man. Plus $17 million for what? $17 million. They paid $1 million for Jameis Winston. Come on, man. Cam is Cam. I think on most teams he would be Cam and I'd be happy. But the Patriots, they tend to have like quick passing schemes. Being able to judge where your weakness is, where your strengths is, who's got a mismatch, who's what. I don't know if he can do that. I'm not saying he's stupid, but I mean, I don't know if he ain't never really had accuracy like that. He's always gotten away with being big and bullish and athletic and just run through people, run over people and intimidate them. And, you know, he might throw a long chuck one down the field, Ted Ginn back in the day. But speaking of Ted Ginn, he's a Bear, Ronald. He's a Bear. You happy with that? Ted Ginn. Anyway, but you understand what I'm saying about Cam Newton? Like, I don't know. Please, he's not going to be a Patriot. Speaking of who else ain't going to be a Patriot, Brandon, Trevor Lawrence will not be a Patriot. Are you kidding me? I don't think the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, but I don't think they're going to be that bad that they're going to get the number 1 pick. And I don't think it'll be that bad that they would get the number 15 pick and trade to get all the way up to 1. You're just a Miami Dolphin fan, and you're so happy that Tom Brady's gone and the demise of the Patriots is coming, but you're so scared that they're going to get somebody else and run that division for the next 30, 40 more years. Throughout your whole lifehood, you'll have the Patriots in your mind your whole life and be Patriots. I understand why that scares you and intimidates you. I get it. Because in my division, everybody seems like they draft somebody good and we don't draft nobody. So I totally understand what you're saying. I see all these 5th-year options been picked up. Of course, one of our linebackers didn't get picked up. But Patrick Mahomes got his 5th year picked up. Can you believe that? Of course we can believe that. But I'll tell you somebody I was not expecting. This dude was on trade rumors. The team got a new acquisition. He's on multiple of my fantasy teams last year, and he let me down. I know other people had him on their fantasy teams, holding on to him, just knowing that he's a talented guy, and he was drafted high, and he's going to make these impacts. It's coming. And it never came. O.J. Howard for the Tampa Bay Bucks. They picked up his 5th-year option. So what are the Bucks doing? You got Gronk. You got O.J. Howard. You got Cameron Brate. How you running with 3 tight ends? Or are they going to let Brate go? I thought they liked Brate better than O.J. Howard. Maybe Brady just came in there and said, nah. Let me get O.J. and Gronk. I need O.J. and Gronk. I mean, he had Aaron Hernandez and Gronk. Aaron Hernandez was killing people. So he said, I shouldn't have said that. Dang, that was corny. But I mean, but for real though, what are they doing with 3 tight ends? What are they going to do with 3 tight ends? If they come up with some new shit with 3 tight ends on the field and they running around, this could be crazy. Tom Brady will definitely be fantasy quarterback 1 through 16 if that's the case. Just keep it real. All right, so with this last dance this Sunday, I had to rock my Jordan championship cigar shirt. for The Last Dance on Sunday. Can't wait. Episodes 5 and 6. I'm sure they're gonna get into the Dream Team, and I don't know if I'm the only one that's curious about this whole Dream Team thing. When the Dream Team came out at my age, I was pumped. I was just like, wow, look at these players all together. Like, this is unbelievable. I used to have the starting lineup figures, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I probably still got them somewhere, but I was intrigued by the whole thing. Didn't even really care about Isaiah Thomas. None of that really faded me. I ain't really give. But whether it's Jordan's fault or whether who else's fault why Isaiah Thomas is not on there. Because Rod Thorne, you saw him come out talking about, oh no, Jordan never told me that. Like they trying to cover up something. Why is this coming all out and everywhere all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody asked you, Rod Thorne, why you gotta come out here and talk about it? So I feel like something behind the scenes. Hopefully in the show they're gonna talk about it. I can't wait. But it made me think about, like, okay, Isaiah Thomas, why wasn't he on the team? But if he was on the team, who was he going to replace? So I'm going up and down the roster. He's not going to replace the 2 point guards you got on the team. You only had 2 point guards on the team, Magic and Stockton. You ain't going to replace both of them. And if you do replace Stockton, it's still only 2 point guards on the team. So then I'm looking at the 2 guards. You got Jordan and you got Clyde Drexler. You ain't going to replace Jordan and Clyde Drexler because they're the 2 guards. You ain't going to replace none of the centers, Ewing, David Robinson. You're not going to replace them. So then I started looking at the forward spot. You got a whole lot of forwards. And I understand if some of the forwards can play point forwards, 2 guard forwards, or they can play big in the center and the small. I understand how all that works. But when I'm looking at the ball control and stuff like that, Isaiah Thomas, I'm like, who can we take off and put him on there? Your obvious choice is always going to be Christian Laettner. I think they made that I hate Christian Laettner 30-30 because of me, because I hated Christian Laettner. Every time I see him, I still be like, Christian Laettner. He's just one of them dudes that just, I don't know what it is, yo. Christian Laettner just makes me, But if they had to have a college player, then I guess you had to keep him because they didn't put Shaq on there. So they put Christian Laettner. So the obvious choice to me, and this is your opinion, I want to see if y'all agree with me or disagree. Chris Mullin. I mean, Dominique didn't make it. Some other players didn't make it. Reggie Miller didn't make it. Dominique didn't make it. But you got Chris Mullin? I mean, I know Chris Mullin was good, and he's, but I'm just like, who really, do you think about Chris Mullin like that? Do you think about Chris Mullin being like that? I mean, I know it's Hall of Famer, but there's different kind of Hall of Famers to me. You think about Magic Johnson, like Magic Johnson, a Hall of Famer. And then you think about somebody else like, he's a Hall of Famer. That's why I look at Chris Mullin. I'm like, Chris Mullin, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. But I think Zeke should have been, if he had any kind of argument, I think it would be Chris Mullin. I think that'd be the only person you could debate about was Chris Mullin. Because you're not going to get rid of Larry Bird. You're not going to get rid of Scottie Pippen. You're not going to get rid of Charles Barkley and Karl Malone. So, it's Chris Mullin or Christian Laettner. And if they want a college boy, it ain't nothing but Chris Mullin. Because I'm not going to get rid of Stockton for him. So, but I'm curious to know what you think about that. What y'all think about that Dream Team. Or if it even matters. If we're over the Dream Team, we're over the Dream Team. Whatever. I'm just curious about the whole thing because I feel like this story's not over yet. For the Last Dance. I feel like we're gonna find out some more stuff during that documentary. Somebody gonna slide something through, somebody gonna slip something up, they drinking and smoke. I feel like somebody's gonna slide some kind of way. And I can't wait till Sunday, yo. Can't wait till Sunday. Alright, so in the NBA, MJ scored 31.5 points a game when he was with the Bulls. When he's with the Bulls, 31.5. We know how the game was, rough and tumble, hand checking, they doing all that. We showing all these debates. I'm hearing about people talk about how would LeBron and other people play back then? Well, how about if Michael Jordan played today, in today's jump? If Jumpman was fresh during today's NBA, how would he do? How many points would he score a game? I mean, he scored 31.5 with people beating him up. I'm going at least 40, 45, maybe 50 a game, yo. I'm dead serious. I mean, think about it, though. Think about it. If they can't hand check him, they call it fouls for everything. If he's scoring 31 and a half, he going to at least score another bucket a quarter. At least another bucket a quarter going to the free throw line or something. At least one. He at least going to the free throw line one more time a game. I mean, per quarter. That's 2 4. That's 8 points right there. That's 8 points. And that's only going one time. And then as athletic as he is, getting steals and things like that, getting on the break, getting easy buckets. You don't think he can get an easy bucket a game? Not a quarter, a game. An easy bucket a game? That's 10 more points a game. Already. That's 41 and a half. Right there. Not even saying nothing about 2 baskets in a quarter or nothing like that. That's 41 and a half already. So we already at 40. We don't think that Michael Jordan can do a little bit more than that? That's why I say 45. I'm saying 45, maybe 50. Somewhere between there, he's doing that. And ain't nobody going to stop him from doing that. Because you can't touch him. You can't touch him. He going by you. He doing this. He doing that. Talking about his skills in today's NBA. Not like old Michael Jordan. I'm talking about fresh Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? If I can be like my dad, Mike. Yeah. I'm just saying, yo. I'm just saying. If James Harden can get free throws all day, you don't think tongue out man can get it out? Come on, dude. You know he would. But here's my thing that I want to bring, the final discussion I want to talk about. I thought this was very curious when I heard about this. We were reliving. I was watching some of the old games. You know how they show all the old games now. They showed in the second three-peat, the Bulls played the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 7. Jordan's first Game 7 during that, wasn't it? Yeah. In the Eastern Conference Finals. And the Pacers were winning. I was out there watching Jalen Rose with the black socks on, with the short. I was like, Jalen was my 5'5" guy. Jalen Rose was my dude. Nothing against Chris Webber and the Sacramento Queens. Nothing against them. But Jalen was my dude. Yo, had the fresh ball head. Just came out there like, what? You can't tell me nothing, yo. I love Jalen Rose. Still love Jalen Rose to this day. I mean, even though the mom had to put 81 on it. But, yeah. I mean, I like him. Anyway, so we watching it. Looking at the game. Shit, the Pacers jumped out in top early. Was booming on them. Bulls came back. And I must have forgot how the game went. So we're watching it, and I'm like, look at the end of the third quarter, the Bulls are up 8, I'm like, oh, okay, they're home, they're going to pull away, Next thing I know, I'm like, the Pacers took the lead. The Pacers were up in the fourth quarter. Like, what's going on? Why didn't I remember this game? I guess it was a foregone conclusion. I just thought the Bulls were going to win because the Bulls always won. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Yo, but it was crazy watching it again. It was nuts. The Pacers were that close to winning. What would that have meant if they would have won for right now? What would that have meant? Think about it. Michael Jordan's put on a pedestal because why? He's been to 6 finals, 6 finals MVP, 6 championships. Unblemished, undefeated, whatever. Right? That's what everybody's argument is. Skip Bayless, that's what your argument is. I know you watching the show. Anyway, yeah, so that's what everybody jumps on about. Everybody jumps on LeBron for being, 3 and 5 or whatever. Kobe's lost twice. But check this out. Suppose the Pacers would have won that game. Jordan would have had a loss. What would his resume have been then? He'd had 5 rings. 1 three-peat. LeBron would have had 3 rings. 5 losses. No three-peats. So you're out of there. You're still behind Jordan, in my opinion. Even if the Pacers beat them and make the Bulls lose their second three-peat, I think LeBron is still behind Michael Jordan. Still behind him. But I tell you who ain't. The Mamba. Think about it. The Mamba would have 5 rings. Jordan would have 5 rings. Jordan would have 1 3-peat. Kobe would have 1 3-peat. They both would have almost a second 3-peat. But the only difference is, in Jordan's almost second 3-peat, he still had Pippen, Rodman, all these other mugs on the team. And they played a Pacers team. Yeah, they had Reggie Miller, who's a Hall of Famer, but who else? Rick Smits, Jalen Rose. Who else was on that team? Travis Best. I don't know who else was on that team. You know what I mean? And you went to a Game 7 and almost lost. Kobe would have had his second 3-peat if they didn't lost to Boston, who had the big 3. The big 3 Hall of Famers in their big year together. Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. I think that team's a little tougher than that Pacers team. And, by the way, Kobe didn't have Shaq for his second 3-peat try. Kobe didn't have Shaq. He had Pau Gasol. And Derek Fisher. And, come on, Shannon Brown. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. You know what I'm trying to say? So if we look at the teams that they had, the players that he had on his team, and the players that they went against, there might be an argument there. And not only that, he went to the finals one other time. Yeah, they lost to the Pistons. But they went again. So he would have been there 7 times and won 5. Jordan would have been there 6 times and won 5. All I'm saying is, if the Pacers would have won that game, people might be looking at Kobe Bryant and I mean, they already think of him as right here with Jordan. But it might be, I'm not trying to be blasphemous. I'm not trying to be, it's a debate show. I'm trying to see what y'all think about it. You let me know. That's probably why Kobe destroyed Jalen Rose. He's like, why ain't y'all beat Michael Jordan then? Nah, but for real, that is a legitimate argument. I want to see what y'all think about that, if that's a fair point or not. But, all right, guys, y'all have a good weekend. Can't wait to get back on Monday and talk about The Last Dance and whatever else is going on. Hopefully some positive news for this crazy world. Keep safe this weekend. All the people working, all the people in the hospitals and frontline workers. Keep keeping us safe. We appreciate it. Keith, I hope you had a good birthday, bro. Everybody, thank y'all. Keep subscribing. Keep pushing the word out. Working on some new things, trying to enhance this and make it better with microphones and things like that. So be patient with me. Keep getting the word out. Hopefully we can spread this on. And let's watch The Last Dance this Sunday. Let's go. Thank y'all.